Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 36-degree Friday the 9th of December of 2022. I knew they were doing something over there. I see they had some slat. Looked like they were building the supports for a wall, and now they got like insulation or something going on there. They're going to seal that end of the barn off, I reckon. And it looks like they're putting an enclosure on that backside. I see the framework like it's going to have a garage door on it or something. Moving forward, advancing the barn. Anyway, it's Friday, and it's not raining at the moment. It rained all night. I tell you what, I got up and it was pouring down, and I looked because it had been 31 degrees, and I go, yeah, why does that sound like rain? So I go out and I look out the window. And I come back, temperature's 33. I'm like, God, that's why it's rain. What happened to the 31? Anyway, welcome to Friday. Oh, dang. That's some beautiful pine trees out there. It just gives me a home in the South feeling like you have no idea. That's the majority of what we had there. Pine trees and a lot of cedar trees. Glad it's Friday there, Mama.
I am.
Welcome to the vlog, by the way.
Hello.
We've seen each other all morning, just not on camera.
Yeah.
Well, Mama, 41 degrees and sparkling outside.
Yeah, it's just a light sprinkle.
Yeah, I think that's the way the day's supposed to go, isn't it? Just kind of sprinkling off and on.
Yep.
Supposed to be windy tomorrow.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, I just heard the radio when I was going through the garage.
As long as you don't lose power.
Yeah. Well, we are definitely set to lose power.
Yeah, if we do,
Yeah.
we got her covered.
Yeah, we got kind of our kit, so to speak, ready to go. All I need is a generator. And don't run out of gas. Well, Mama,
Yes, hubby.
let's bounce.
All right.
All right, have a wonderful Friday, and I'll see you at the end. We'll start off a weekend.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye. So I got those last body panels on first thing this morning. There's no codes or anything on it, but because I changed the oil, I set the service thing saying at least we did an oil change on it. But dumping, absolutely waylaying out there. I don't have any rain gear. I need to take it down the highway a little bit because I think that's where his main complaint was at speed. So here she sits. Plus, I have no desire to go plowing through the rain out there. This is a longtime customer of ours, 21C to Sky. It's not my demo. They bought this outright brand new. And anyway, I know once before I cleared they had a Limp home mode, and I cleared a code. It comes back again, same code. It's saying that the brake, either you're riding with your foot on the brake or debris is somehow or another holding the brake light switch on. Whoa, that's like totally different. Look at the white balance color there. It's all pretty. And over here it's funky. That's because we got different lights over here. And that one went out. There were some guys rearranging some of our security cameras up here, and ever since then the overhang lights just outside my door don't work, and randomly that one over Ryan's bench is off too. So anyway, I thought I put there's a new brake light switch for these things, and I looked under and I go, man, them threads look too coarse. So I have the guys do a search, and no, we have never replaced the brake light switch. I know I've cleared it once before, so we have a switch. We keep one on hand. So this thing, I finally got this to work. This is the customer's Optimate 4 CAN bus, and at first it wasn't actually in the CAN bus mode, but see, it's just doing the maintain mode when it's solid. When it's flashing, it's testing. I like that they put the, you know, the little graphics on there, but everything about these Optimates and their lights are just, you need to have the manual. I even made up a cool little cheat sheet thing for that. I'll show you it right quick. Because I was referring back to my own little cheat sheet. So in Apple Notes, and I got the pictures and everything. So, because after you haven't messed with one, the one I have at home, I just leave it in CAN bus mode. You can kick it out and have it in normal mode. But, and you can charge a battery in CAN bus mode. You can hook it up with the clamps and it'll work. But if the battery needs, you know, has a health problem, it needs a desulfate or something, it won't do any of that unless it's hooked up correctly to a BMW. So you remember all the hookup things I told you guys about? That definitely works. Let's see it now. It's just not even adding anything to it. But you can actually have everything hooked up because it was in save mode and it kept kicking itself out. Well, if you just power the bike, leave the battery and everything completely hooked up, just power the bike up, let her boot, let her kick all her stuff out of the way, and watch this. Gotta let her power down. And this charger is smart enough to realize that it has reverted from you know, because this is a power switch. This is a 12-volt output switch. Well, the ground module in this thing, if you have the correct battery charger hooked up to it, will turn off the output and it becomes input and it charges the battery the way you're supposed to charge BMW batteries. But here she is. She's just sitting there in a maintain mode. But it kept saying save mode and it'll only do it. It says from 15 minutes to 2 hours. Well, it kept kicking itself out. That's how I realized all I had to do was just come over here and I just power it up and then power it back down and it would go back in too. And finally, the last time, it switched over to charge mode. And since then, it's been, I don't know, a day or two it's been sitting down here. I was just thinking about this today because somebody was asking about CAN bus 4 and I showed them my cheat sheet and can you print that or where do I get that? I'll show you the link on. You can get it. Just go to Optimate. It's easy to find. But anyway, I was just thinking about that, so I thought I'd talk to you guys about it. This is the one that the drive shaft failed. And he come walking in here last week or the week before. And at first I was a little afraid that, because he said he got this off of eBay, he got it used or something. And I thought maybe something was wrong with the charger. Because one of the things when you're switching from normal mode to CAN bus mode, there's something in the instructions saying this light's supposed to flash and it never did. So now I'm questioning the charger because the bike starts up and runs. I didn't put an actual, you know, tester on there. I was more concerned whether the charger was working. So this GSA is down here and so I clicked her on. Oh, I didn't plug the laptop back in. See, it's darker than the hubs of heck over here. Thought them lights on. Oh, there are 2 bulbs in there. I was thinking there was 3. I was thinking there's no way 3 bulbs died all at once. But when those lights automatically come on, since those quit working, this quit working. It's just a random thing. So we think it's interlinked. This place has been so many different businesses over the years. The wiring can be weird. So anyway, I that little thing of having everything hooked up and you just boot it up and boot it back down and it'll like reset the charger without unplugging and doing the whole process again. Works great. Boy, I tell you what, talking about the penny rolling across the floor and getting distracted. I was going to show you guys the brake light switch. Oh yeah, immediately. Much finer threads. I looked underneath there to see if anything was holding that thing open. And I'm going, I don't think that's the new one. That's when I went up and had those guys check. I gotta take the whole right side of that dadgum Spyder apart to do it too. What a pain in the butt. I don't think it pays a whole lot either. That's the norm. Nice switch though, man, what a robust one. And this newer one, some of the problems, they were saying that they weren't as weather sealed as they should be. So they came up with this new one that I put these in and nobody's ever had a problem with those. And now they come with it. I think all the 22s come with this. So it's the 20 and 21 that may have an issue with this. And this now for, I think in 22, all Spyders and Rikers have the same switch. So we definitely had some issues with the Rikers too, because people, especially rallies, people ride them in places that, you know, a normal Spyder doesn't see. So anyway, let's get this one put in here. I think I've shown you guys this before, but if you look at the old switch, look at the coarseness of the threads. The new switch is much, much finer threads. That's how you can ID just with a mirror underneath there if it's got the new or old switch. For some reason I thought I did this one, and then no. Well, as soon as I see it's not on there, I know, but anyway, you know, this is the one I did the 28K service on, and I had all this off during that service. You couldn't have done something to fail when you were all apart the last time? Dadgum, you Spyder. That old sea the sky is going, no, I'm gonna make you work for it. Go ahead and pull my covers back off again. I need to get some fresh air inside here every once in a while. All right, let's get her busted out. Sure makes for a fairly decent stack of parts there, doesn't it? Just to get to a brake light switch. Cool. Ain't that nice? She got herself a new brake switch. And you got to set this thing with buds. Follow the instructions in the manual, because that's also a low pressure switch as well. So if the thing moves too far and the system doesn't detect brake pressure, it sees that as a brake failure. So there's 2 switches in there. You know, there's 4 wires coming out. It only takes 2 to make this a brake switch. It takes 4 to make it a brake switch and a low pressure switch. There we are. Oh, 1330. Remember the 22 RR that got totaled? Well, ultimately they did not total it. We can't figure this insurance company out. I mean, most anybody ever pays is like 70% of value. Well, the estimate is almost the exact value of it. Nobody can figure it out. Especially when the owner wanted it totaled. She doesn't want it back. It got stolen and they don't want it back. But this is it. And it was all kinds of weird. There's a whole long weird story to this thing. But all the parts are here except for the ignition switch. And on Monday I start diving into it. Start replacing pieces. Craziest thing. I kept asking, why is the thing still here? And they go, well, things are weird with that one. God, they do some strange things. Boy, this is going to be one nasty ride home. It has not stopped dumping. Actually, earlier, there was a little period it started tacking up, but I wasn't done with anything. And, this will be a fun drive home. Wish us luck. After talking about this for about a year, a little something followed me home today. There was a different version of this that I wanted, but literally no one has it in stock. It's a little more expensive, higher cranking amperage and stuff like that, but I know these work. They've been working for years and years and years and years. And hopefully this one will last 9.5 years, more than 9.5 years. We'll see. It's not the Excite like I want. That's a problem getting those things too. That's kind of weird. So anyway, we'll deal with that tomorrow. How about that? Alrighty. Well, hello there, YouTube. Boy, I'm here to tell you, it's like Kama's kitten out here now. That was probably one of the craziest drives home we've done in a while.
Was beyond nasty.
On a Friday night. And
darker and all get out.
Oh, man. Even
wind,
had the
rain.
MDX floating a couple of times. Man, that was crazy.
Yeah. It's not fun in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of dark, today is the shortest sunset that we'll have this year. Oddly enough, it lasts until next Friday when it adds 1 minute. It's 4:25 until next Friday.
Yeah.
Then it just starts clicking up, minute here, a couple minutes there. The shortest day will be on the 21st for winter solstice, but it's all being controlled with the sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, won't get any shorter than this.
Oh, that's good.
Boy, it's cool to just kind of look through and it just starts clicking up, clicking. Next thing you know, we'll be taking them after work rides.
Yes, can't wait.
Then it gets too hot. You don't want to deal with the bugs and the heat, so you don't do the after work ride.
We need to have a talk with ourselves in the future. Just go. Just go for a ride. Yeah, just be hot.
Yeah. But anyway, on that, we're going to call it a day of end of work week and start a weekend.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right.
Thanks for hanging around.
See you in the morning.
We'll see you. Bye-bye now.